Hey, do you believe in ghosts? Well, listen to my ghost story and decide. It was 1993, and I had just arrived into Los Angeles from New York on a very early flight. I got to LA at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I checked into my hotel at the Chateau Marmont at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I rushed over to the recording studio. I was here in town recording a song for the Adams Family Values soundtrack. So I went to the studio, recorded it until about 2 o'clock in the morning, and came back to my hotel room exhausted because for me, having come from New York, it was 5 o'clock in the morning. I was exhausted. But when I walked into the room and I put the chain on the door, I noticed that um, some of the drawers from the dresser drawer was ajar. It was open, and I remember some of the closet doors were open. I didn't think much of it. I just recognized it. So I went to bed and was awakened in the morning by a phone call from my friend Randy. And I reached on the nightstand for the phone, and it wasn't there. It was actually on top of the bed next to me, along with everything that had been on the nightstand, was now on top of the bed, sort of lining one side of my body, actually the side of my body that I would have pulled the covers back to get out of. It was a bottle of water, a tape recorder, because I listen to things before I go to bed, a pen, a notepad, and whatever else I had, the keys to the room, whatever, all lining the side of my body. So I answered the phone and said, "Randy, let me call you back." So I called the front desk, and the person at the front desk, with a smile in his voice, said, you know, once a week, one of our guests calls downstairs to say that they've had some type of an occurrence. Uh, uh, but let us know if you want to change rooms or whatever. I said, no, it's fine. Because when I think back, it wasn't an evil or a dark thing that happened. It was like whimsical, like a child had placed him there, like, wonk, wonk, that kind of thing. So when I look back at this thing, one of 3 things could have happened. A, maybe there was someone in the room when I came in, and they placed those items there, but, I don't know how they could have gotten out of the room because I had the chain on the door, and there was only one way in and one way out. The other, thing could have been where I was, sleepwalking or something, and I, had placed them there, but I'm not sure how I could have barricaded myself under the covers without disrupting, the cover situation. And the third option is that it was a motherfucking ghost, bitch.